Dun, 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 dun.
To you, a filmmaker of a future generation, I have no idea how you've come to cinema, but you have. And that means that you and I, we're already speaking to each other from across time. I don't know what cinema is for you.
Dance off, bro. Me and you.
The value? How do you say the value of a film that's like a theme park film, for example, the Marvel type pictures, where the theaters become amusement parks? That's a different experience, and it's not even. I was saying earlier, it's not cinema; it's something else. You know, whether you go for that or not, but it is something else, and we shouldn't be invaded by it. And so that's a big issue. That's a big issue, and we need the theater owners to step up for that. You see, to allow theaters to show films that are narrative films.
Francis Ford Coppola jumped into a controversy over the Marvel superhero movies Saturday, not just backing fellow director Martin Scorsese's critique of the films but denouncing them as despicable. Earlier, when Martin Scorsese says that the Marvel pictures are not cinema, he's right, because we expect to learn something from cinema. We expect to gain something, some enlightenment, some knowledge, some inspiration. I don't know that anyone gets anything out of seeing the same movie over and over again, the 80-year-old filmmaker said. Martin was kind when he said it's not cinema. He didn't say it's despicable, which I just say it is.
Which it would take. The first Godfather cost $6.5 million. The second Godfather cost about $11 or $12 million, which, if you convert that for the money, it would take a major studio, but it would never get through the process of getting an okay, or what they now call a green light. Nothing can get a green light unless it's a movie that they can have a whole series of them, and pretty much a Marvel Comics, type of.
And basically, there are not enough wires, I don't think, probably. Wires. Yeah.
James Cameron is hoping we'll all get tired of Avengers movies soon. I'm hoping we'll start getting Avenger fatigue here pretty soon, Cameron told IndieWire. Not that I don't love the movies, it's just, come on guys, there are other stories to tell besides hypergonadal males without families doing death-defying things for 2 hours and wrecking cities in the process. It's like, oi!
As you already know, for weeks, every movie news site claimed there would be a post-credits scene at the end of Logan. This obviously pissed off the director James Mangold. He launched a Twitter tirade at bloggers who, now post-release, tried to spin it, claiming they were misled. Mangold also had some words about the MCU in his interview with Vice.
I question the wisdom of the Marvel Cinematic Universe in general. One thing everyone's concerned about is the creativity and quality of these kind of movies. And if that's the case, then it seems to me that the first order of business would be figuring it out why they're not more interesting or exciting.
Spielberg said, quote, "We were around when the Western died, and there will be a time when the superhero movie goes the way of the Western. It doesn't mean there won't be another occasion where the Western comes back and the superhero movie someday returns."
Zack Snyder, the director of Man of Steel and the upcoming Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice, when addressing Steven Spielberg's recent comments regarding the impending death of superhero movies, he told the Daily Beast, "I feel like he's right, but I feel like Batman and Superman are transcendent of superhero movies in a way because they're Batman and Superman." The director then tossed Marvel's recent superhero film, Ant-Man, under the bus and added, "They're not just like the flavor of the week Ant-Man, not to be mean, but whatever it is. What is the next blank man?"
Studios is doing with their movies. Luckily for Marvel Studios' closest competitor, Warner Brothers, Landis spoke highly of their latest entry into the DC Extended Universe, Wonder Woman.
You know, they know their job for sure. I'm less fan now because it became so much a machine and so much a propaganda also. It's really showing, you know, the power of America, ruling the entire world, saving the poor people that we are. No country around the world will have the guts to call a film Captain Australia or Captain France, and only Americans are able to call Captain America.
There seems to be a growing trend in Hollywood now where there's a lot of prominent product placement. It's a partnership between the companies and the film. The companies will put their product prominently in the film, and the film will receive budget support as a result of advertising. How do you, as a filmmaker, feel about this growing trend?
Bullshit. That's how I feel. Total fucking bullshit.
Perfect.